European Question 1. European felt the need to discover a new sea route to India. Explain the statement. Answer. During ancient time, India has enjoyed an incomparable position in the whole world due to its economic, cultural and religious inheritance. Due to this, people of different nations of the world came to India. There was lots of demand for the Indian spices, muslin, silk cloth, indigo, etc. in the European countries. Trade between India and Europe was carried out through land route and sea route, and at the center of these routes was Istanbul in Turkey. Turkish Muslims closed this route for Europeans as they conquered the Istanbul, Constantinople in 1453. Since they could not do without the spices, the Europeans felt compelled to discover a new sea route. Question 2. What reforms did Dalhousie bring about? Answer. Dalhousie brought about the following reforms. The first railway line in India between Mumbai and Thane in 1853 was started by Dalhousie. He started wireless system between India and England. He established public work department. He introduced English education. He passed laws to ban child marriage and advocated widow. Question 3. What were the important terms and conditions of the subsidiary alliance system? Answer. Terms and conditions of subsidiary alliance system were as follows. The army trained by the East India Company government will be provided to the state that accepts the system. In return, the state accepting the system will provide the army or give away provinces with equivalent income to the British. Without the permission of the company, the state will not wage war or sign treaty with other states. There will be one English representative in the state assembly. Other foreigners not to be employed in the state. State rulers such as Nizam, Mysore, Awadh, Gaikwad, Scindia, Bholse, Holkar accepted the system. Question 4. Which states were annexed under Dalhousie's policy of annexation? Answer. Following states were annexed by Dalhousie's doctrine of lapse. Annexation by war, Punjab, Pegu. Annexation due to king dying without heir, Satara, Jaipur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, MP, Jhansi, Baghat, Nagpur. Annexation on pretext of mismanagement, Awadh. Annexation on pretext of debt collection, Nizam's province. Annexation to end a namesake rule, Karnataka, Tanjore. Question 1. Give brief information about the Battle of Plassey. Answer. Following are the responsible reasons for the Battle of Plassey. Sirajuddaula, who was impulsive by nature, was ruling over Bengal. He had some opponents in his state. During this period, under the pretext of security reasons, British built a fortress around the trade center in Calcutta, Kolkata, without taking the permission of the Nawab. Nawab destroyed it. When this news reached Madras, a small army under the company reached Bengal under the leadership of Robert Clive.
हाय आई एजू क्लास के इस यूट्यूब चैनल पे आप सभी का स्वागत है। ये वीडियो देखने से पहले ये आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर ये आपको वीडियो पसंद आती है तो प्लीज दूसरे फ्रेंड्स को शेयर करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना भूलिएगा नहीं और कमेंट सेक्शन जो नीचे वीडियो में है वहां पर कमेंट जरूर कीजिएगा। नाउ आप अपनी वीडियो देख सकते हैं।
But Clive realized that it was not easy to defeat the Nawab's army. He planned a conspiracy to defeat the Nawab. Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief of Nawab, and Seth Amir Chand joined him. Finally, a war was declared at a ground near a village named Plassey. In this war, Sirajuddaula was defeated. Due to Clive's treachery, the battle ended in just half of a day. company got freehold over 24 Parganas and Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. Thus, the foundation of British rule in India was laid with the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Question 2. Explain the economic impact of the company rule in India. Answer. Economic impact of company rule in India. During the 100 years of company rule in India, India became merely a country that produces raw material for England and prospective market for goods produced in factories. After the dual power policy, the glitter of the economic prosperity of Bengal faded. The unfair revenue collection policy by the company made the Indian peasant a debtor. The British government imposed unfair taxes on the Indian cloth industries. They adopted various deceitful practices to ruin prosperous Indian industries, because of which it completely collapsed. The Indian artisans were poor and unemployed. The company traders forced the weavers of Bengal to sign contracts for providing definite quantity of cloth in a short period. If the weaver refused, he would be punished by being lashed or jailed. Indian villages were under the company rule, became dependent and poor. Question 3. Explain the social impact of the company rule in India. Answer. The social impact of the company rule in India. During the British administration, the spirit of freedom of speech and thought developed among people due to the development of newspapers. In Indian society, certain wrong social customs, rites and rituals were prevalent. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Durgaram Mehta, Behramji Malabari, etc. were the stalwart whose role was instrumental in getting the laws passes with the help of Britishers. As the administrative framework in India was anglicized, there was a demand for the people with knowledge of English. English education began to be imparted in India due to Lord Macaulay's efforts. As recommended by Charles Wood, universities were established in Bombay, Mumbai, Madras, Chennai, and Calcutta, Kolkata.